It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. Welcome to the NBA for this Friday afternoon broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. The Wizards trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Washington.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Boris Diaw is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Moutier. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Jefferson in at the center, locking down the middle.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
Ball passes to Robinson. Here's Beal. Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
And both free throws good for Beal. And the thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Al Jefferson. And Wall, here we go now. Can't throw it down with one hand. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The dish now to Jefferson. Diaw up top. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Aflalo. The shot is off. And it's Washington the other way.
And, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
There's a screen by Gortat. Robinson goes in, and they'll keep possession. And another miss by Washington. Charlotte in the lead. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Moutier kicks to Jefferson. Here's Diaw. Stolen by Robinson. All with it. Kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Jefferson. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Pass to Moutier. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Beal. For the 3. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist.
And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talents.
5 to shoot. Poke loose. Beal with the steal. Outside, Wall. He kicks it to Dudley. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Charlotte. Jefferson dishes to Moutier. On the wing of Flello. The feed to Moutier. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Jefferson. 5 to shoot. And the shot is good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's stolen by Jefferson. Charlotte leading by 4. Moutier kicks to Jefferson. Diaw dishes to Afflalo. Gortat with the steal. Diaw with the steal. And count it. 2 points for the chance for one more at the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gortat. Gooden comes in for Robinson. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Jared Dudley. Beal, the pass to Porter. Drops one in from the wing. Porter's got his first points in this one.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Stolen. Now here's Wall. He's tightly guarded. Here's the screen. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple, Clark. Was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Alan Anderson's checked in for the Wizards. The Hornets also changing it up. Young's checked in for Afflalo. And it's Dante Exum in for Moutier. The Wizards have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. They set the pick. And there's the pass to Anderson. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Gooden. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Utah Jazz. Chandler kicks to Exum. Young outside. Chandler dishes to Zeller. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now, here's Exum. Covered by Wall. Deflects the pass. Porter with the steal. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Wall. He feeds it to Porter. And he jams it with authority.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Top of the key, Exum. Kaminsky kicks to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. And again, the Hornets missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Wall passes to Dedmon. Feeds it to Porter. Inside. Wall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
And so Wall nails both of them. Well, and for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And Washington making a change here. Sessions is checked in. Another shot. Kaminsky misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Washington making some changes. Hickson comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Drew Gooden. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Rangers checked in. Now here's Exum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the Hornets call time here. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Will Bynum, he's checked in for Anderson. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Hornets. It's stolen by Hickson. Bynum with it. Now defended by Exum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's now 8 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And in the second round, the Wizards continue to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Now here's Chandler. Kaminsky dishes to Chandler. And the 3 off target.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Exum kicks to Young. Takes a 3. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Porter in the corner. Bynum the pass to Porter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Bynum. And that's 12 points for Otto Porter Jr.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Chandler outside. Exum with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Exum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Sessions. He dishes it to Bynum. Porter. And so the first quarter is in the books. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Wizards leading by 7. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Wizards 5 right now. Find him out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then it's Gortat. And it's Hickson in the power forward. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Roberts. Zeller up top. Clock at 6. The drive by Granger. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Bynum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dudley's shot is good.
Boy, Will Bynum certainly can pass the orange.
Here's Roberts. Zeller, a screen on Bynum. Zeller dishes to Kaminsky.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
And Dudley kicks to Bynum. The Wizards working the ball around now. Dudley, no luck.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Roberts passes to Kaminsky. And another 3 for Charlotte.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Beal. He has 5. The 3 from Dudley. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Roberts. Gortat covering. And a wide open look for Zeller. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now just a 1-point Washington lead.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Robinson's checked in for the Wizards. Hall comes in for Will Bynum. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Leonard, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Diaw comes in for Zeller. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Danny Granger. And it's a Flalo in for Young. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Shot's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Diao. Can't hit from the elbow.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Roberts kicks to Diao. It's good. This game is all even. Diao's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
To the paint, Robinson.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Roberts, covered by Wall. Pass to Aflalo. And another 3 for Charlotte.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And Beal kicks to Dudley. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now it's a 3-point Charlotte lead. And here's Beal. He has 5. The dish to Wall. Rebound by Roberts.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Moutier, he's checked in for Brian Roberts. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That's his first foul. Drew Gooden has checked in for Thomas Robinson. Wall passes to Dudley. Kicks to Gortat. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Jefferson's checked in for Leonard. Both free throws good for Marcin Gortat.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Here's Beal. And good now. It's out the key. Good. And the Wizards lead by 1. Hornets have gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Jefferson dishes to Diao. Moutier kicks to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jefferson's got his second bucket.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Now here's Wall. 8 points for him. Down low. Good. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Danny Granger, he's checked in for Charlotte. Chandler comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And so Gooden nails both of them. Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Screen by Jefferson. To the paint. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by Chandler. And the Hornets lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes. That speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Moutier pass to Jefferson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. Outside, Wall. Passes to Porter. Back to Wall. 5 on the clock. Dedmon dishes to Porter. Pulls up. Again, the Wizards good for 2. Charlotte has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Now here's Moutier, covered by Wall. Moutier kicks to Granger. Here's Afflalo. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Pass to Gooden. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the Hornets making a change here. Roberts checked in. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Wall passes to Anderson. Takes the 3. Shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Anderson. Jefferson down low. Roberts. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Brian Roberts went undrafted in 2008. Initially couldn't latch on with an NBA team. So Clark, he played overseas for a couple seasons.
But he kept going to NBA summer camps, Kevin. Finally found a spot with the Pelicans. Now he's in his 4th NBA season. A dream come true.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Gooden. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Anderson dishes to Dedmon. Washington needs to get a shot off here. From downtown, Ramon Sessions on the assist by Robinson. Sessions has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And talking about Brian Roberts, he's carved out a specific role for himself. He can push the ball up the floor. He can play pick and roll. He's an excellent spot-up shooter. It shows you that patiently improving your skills is how you make it as an undrafted guy.
Here's Porter, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
You know, going back to Brian Roberts, scouts did know about him coming out of college. I mean, he was highly decorated in his career at Dayton. Concerns about his size and whether he'd be a 1 or a 2. That's what ultimately dropped him out of the running.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Exum kicks to Jefferson. Chandler with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And Sessions with a clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
Drew Gooden has checked in for the Wizards. And then for Charlotte, Kaminsky comes in for Al Jefferson. Young is subbed in for Brian Roberts. Now here's Sessions. The 3 from Anderson. Offensive rebound. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And so we wrap up the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Complete domination. What a game for Porter. 18 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Wizards leading by 9. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Boris Diaw is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Young. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Exum in at the 1 spot. Beal, that's for 2. Beal with another miss.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. That's now 8 points here for Beal. Exum kicks to Diaw. To the inside. Kaminsky. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. And Wall kicks to Robinson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And Wall kicks to Dudley. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
For 3.
finally they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
There's a screen by Gortat. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Moutier, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete, really shows great promise, has tremendous size and length for a point guard, can also play the 2. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
Gortat misses.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Moutier. Rebound, Washington. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Hornets trail by 18. He kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Well, that was a dynamic 2-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
Just tough and gritty with the elevation.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Gortat. And they'll keep possession. Robinson kicks to Dudley. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Wall's shot is off. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The feed to Leonard. The pass to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Kaminsky. No good. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards leading by 16. There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kaminsky kicks to Leonard. Young's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Young. Now here's Wall. Dishes to Beal. And finished off by Robinson.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
In the corner, Aflalo with it. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Assisted by Emmanuel Mudiay. Wizards timeout called.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
So for the Wizards, Drew Gooden has checked in for Robinson. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Chandler comes in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Beal from long range. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Moutier. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Moutier's got 9. Wizards leading by 17. Now here's Sessions. He feeds it to Beal. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Pushing it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
How about the game for Aflalo? He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Leonard with no one around. And again, the Hornets missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Timeout is charged to Washington.
And guys, Myers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90, 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer, unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gortat. Thomas Robinson comes in for Drew Gooden. Jared Dudley's checked in for Porter. And John Wall's subbed in for Sessions.
You know, I think Myers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game.
Here's Wall after Al Jefferson's score. Wall passes to Dudley. Robinson kicks to Dudley. Here's Wall. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates, encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence. And he's having success putting the ball in the basket. And I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
Here's Wall after Al Jefferson's score. It's Wall with the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Now, here's Moutier. 9 points in the game so far. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Washington leading now by 16. Now Wall. 16 points for him. Feeds it to Dudley. He dishes it to Wall. Hornets with the rebound. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Back to Aflalo. Pass to Moutier. Chandler goes in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
There's a screen by Robinson. And Beal kicks to Wall. Six to shoot. Here's Dedmon. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Moutier dishes to Leonard. And it's Moutier, top of the key. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Wizards leading by 16. The open shot by Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. It's Beal on the wing. 13 points in the game. A fast break now for Charlotte. Flalo's running. And he gets it to go. 11 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Now here's Wall. 16 points for him. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Boris Diaz checked in for Leonard. Young comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Moutier. Dudley the pass to Robinson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Boris Diaw.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in this short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkey said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
The three from Dudley. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Hornets trail by 17. Here's Kaminsky. Thomas Robinson with the rebound.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Ramon Sessions. 2 shots.
And so Sessions nails both of them. And so here's Charlotte. 19-point game. Diaw, the screen. Fires the three. Rebound, Washington. Sessions with it. The dish to Robinson. Out left to the wing. And here's Anderson for three. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits it. And for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Roberts. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Gooden. Then it's Gortat. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Anderson in the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Porter with the steal. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kaminsky's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That's tipped. Anderson outside. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. Porter, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Young kicks to Diao. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The three from Anderson. And again, Washington, no good. Hornets trail by 17. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Wizards. Young dishes to Kaminsky. Unloads. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Porter passes to Sessions. The Wizards with another miss. Charlotte has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And Roberts kicks to Young. Trying to find Diao. Gets it to him.
Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape. But he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
Charlotte making a switch here. Exum's checked in. Sessions dishes to Porter. Kept alive. Hornets trail by 17. To the paint. Kid Gilchrist.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And Sessions kicks to Porter. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Porter with the screen for Sessions. Kicks to Porter. But they recover it. Hickson passes to Sessions. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Gooden dishes to Hickson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Roberts kicks to Kaminsky. And that one's good. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And the Hornets making a change here. Rangers checked in.
Danny Granger.
Here's Anderson. They set the pick. Sessions passes to Gooden. 17-foot shot on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Exum kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Roberts. Here's Kid Gilchrist. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Wizards?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Sessions. Passes it to Gooden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Gooden's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Washington.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game. Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
There's the screen. Anderson against Granger. Here's Gooden.
Talk about a terrific game for Gooden. 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And the first one drops. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Hickson. Dudley comes in for Porter. Beals checked in for Allen Anderson. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Granger. Chandler comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's a Flalo in for Brian Roberts. Leonard with a screen on Wall. And the dunk by Zeller.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Washington calls timeout.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
And the Wizards making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. And Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Here's Robinson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's a Flalo. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Pass to Zeller. It's deflected. Can't get it to go. And Washington the other way now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Moutier, he's checked in for Charlotte. Outside, Wall. Outside, Robinson. They set the pick. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
And Wall kicks to Robinson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Moutier. Here's Jefferson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his 4th
Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the 1 year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career. And every... that athletic.
Yeah. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gortat. Gooden comes in for Robinson. Porter's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Anderson in for Bradley Beal. Here's Moutier. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Wall.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
Sessions checked in for John Wall. To the left wing, here's Gooden. And another miss by Washington.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Al Jefferson.
Wizards leading by 19 points. Now here's Sessions. He kicks it to Porter. Clock at 6. From deep, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Chandler dishes to Moutier. Flalo against Anderson. Flalo, no good. The Wizards shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Gooden with it. Jefferson picks him up. Gooden the pass to Anderson. There's a good screen. To the left side wing. Porter kicks to Sessions. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Wizards lead by 21. Moutier dishes to Chandler. From beyond the arc and then some.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that one from another time zone.
You just watch him pull up, always so dangerous.
Now Sessions. The pass to Anderson. To the right side. And Gooden kicks to Sessions. Chandler with the steal. And now Flalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Porter with the steal.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Wizards.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for John Wall. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Boris Diaz checked in for Zeller.
World Championships. Hornets substitution.
56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one's good by Gooden.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Moutier. It's hauled in by Gooden. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo.
Aaron Aflalo. That's his first personal foul. 5th team foul.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky comes in for Al Jefferson. Young is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Moutier. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Gooden. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.